Hello and good morning, class 11th students, business studies. Okay, let us discuss the second step in the formation of a company. Okay, after promotion of a company, the first step. Now we are going to discuss the second step, that is incorporation stage, right? So we will discuss today the formation of company. The second step, that is incorporation. Right? So incorporation is, or the stage of incorporation comprise of four different stages, or you can say there are four steps in the incorporation stage, right? Incorporation of a company is the second stage, okay, in the formation of a company. Incorporation means the registration of the company under Companies Act 1956. Okay, incorporation means registration. Registration of a company, and the governing act is Indian Companies Act 1956. Right? Now we will discuss the main steps under incorporation stage. Fine. So the first step under incorporation stage is filing of necessary documents. Right? We will discuss all the 4 points. Fine. Second is payment of fees. Fine. Third is registration, and fourth is incorporation stage or incorporation certificate. Fine. Please note down, these are the four steps which we have to discuss today. Right? 1. Filing of necessary documents, payment of fees, registration, incorporation certificate. Incorporation certificate. Right? So we will discuss these points one by one. First is filing of necessary documents. Okay, as far as necessary documents or filing means submitting. Okay, filing means submitting. To whom? To the registrars or registrar of the Companies Act. Okay, registrar of the company. Once the registrar approves the name okay, approves of the name, we will discuss the following points, okay, some points. The documents, okay, on those points have to be submitted to the registrar of the company, right? I'll write down all these points and then we will discuss. Fine. Fine. So I have written all these points. So once the registrar, once the registrar approves the name of the company, then right. So once the registrar is okay with the name of the company, that means if he is approving the name of the company which we had discussed in the previous topic, okay, then the following documents, these 7 documents have to be presented, submitted to the registrar of the company relating to the formation of the company. This is what is the incorporation stage. First point, filing of necessary documents, right? Number 1 is memorandum of association, okay, MOA, okay. Then articles of association, AOA, okay. Regarding memorandum of association and article of association, we will have a separate session so that you can understand the difference and the meaning of memorandum and articles of association. But for now, you just keep in mind that memorandum of association is a document containing or explaining the activities of the company and its relation, means company's relation with the outsiders of the company, okay. It tells about the activities of the company as well as its relation with the outsiders of the company, okay. As far as articles of association or AOA is concerned, it is the document which specifies or which declares the internal relation of the company with its people, those who are inside the company, okay. So memorandum of association and article of association have to be presented to the registrar of the company, okay. Then one statement of authorized capital have to be submitted to the registrar of the company, that this much amount we want for the capital of the company, okay. We will start this company or we will make this company of this much amount, okay. This will be the whole soul capital of the company. We will discuss the capital and its bifurcation, that means its division into different categories of capital, okay, in the next stage, okay. One of the type of capital is authorized capital. That means company is authorized to generate this much amount from the public or from its own resources, right. So a statement have to be submitted to the registrar of the company relating to statement of authorized capital, right. Then a list of directors with their names, addresses, occupation and age have to be submitted, okay. These many directors are in the panel of the company as directors. These are their names, their addresses, their current occupation Okay, and this is their respective age. Okay, a document containing, that means a list containing the names of the directors, their addresses, their occupation and their age. Fine. Then a written consent of all these directors have to be submitted to the registrar that they are ready to act as directors in that particular company. Consent means their agreement. Okay, their approval. Fine. Then a notice of the address of the registered office of the company have to be submitted, that this will be the place or this will be the registered office address of the company. Right? You have seen many of the times that in the bills also, in the cash memo also, some of the companies used to mention, or in some of the packets of the products of the company, they used to mention the registered office. One is the manufacturing unit, one is the registered office. Okay, so they have to submit the address. A notice have to be submitted to the registrar regarding the registered office of the company, address of the registered office. Okay, and then the last is statutory declaration. Statutory means legal. Legal declaration, that statutory on the letterhead of the company, they have to, or the company directors have to declare that, stating that all the formalities related to the formation of the company are duly completed. I hope it is clear to you all. Related to the formation of the company are duly completed. Right? So these are the 7 steps under filing of necessary documents. Okay, last stage or last step says that there will be a declaration, statutory declaration, regarding that all the formalities which are required by the registrar of the companies under Indian Companies Act are duly completed. We have filed all the documents, okay, to the registrar of the company. This the company promoters are declaring, okay, on a paper, okay, duly signed, stamped by the promoter. Fine. You please note down, and then we will discuss the second step under incorporation stage, that is payment of fees. Okay, registration fees, that means, right? Right. So after, or you can say along with the above documents, prescribed fees of registration have to be submitted. Okay, prescribed, that means whatever the registrar will tell. Okay, whatever is expected to be submitted. And what will be the amount of registration, that depends upon the amount of authorized capital. If authorized capital is more, then the percentage will be charged accordingly. The amount of registration fees will be charged accordingly. Fine. There is a particular percentage that changes according to the time, right? So there is no any fixed amount that this fee have to be submitted, but a particular percentage have to be charged, and that percentage will be calculated on the basis of authorized capital mentioned by the promoters of the company, okay, at the time when they are declaring. Okay, so prescribed fees, along with those 7 documents, they have to file the fees, okay, or they have to submit the fees of registration, okay, and the amount of registration fee depends on the amount of authorized capital. Okay, only these 2 key points you have to keep in mind while writing and while discussing regarding the payment of fees under incorporation stage is discussed, right? No problem, I think. Okay, then we will discuss the third point, that is registration. Okay, then the registrar verifies will check, means verifies all the documents submitted by the promoter, okay, and he also checks the receipt of fees, okay, the receipt of fees he will check, whatever the amount we have deposited or the promoter have deposited. If he is satisfied, okay, with the validity and authenticity of the documents submitted, then the registrar will write the name of the company in his register. That means Register of the Indian Companies Act. Okay. So what we have discussed under registration? Number one thing, that the registrar will verify all the documents. Okay. Number one, registrar will verify all the documents, and also he will check, okay, he will check the receipt of the fee deposited and the receipt of fee deposited, right? Second thing we have discussed, if he is satisfied with the validity and authenticity of all the documents, okay, submitted by the promoter of the company, okay, along with that receipt, then registrar will enter the name of the company in his register. So registrar will enter the name of the company in his register after checking the validity and authenticity of documents, right? So he will check all these things and then he will check the validity and authenticity, whether these are authentic or not, real or not, it should not be fake, okay, and then if he is satisfied, then he will enter the name of the company in his register. Register means Register of Indian Companies Act 1956, that this company will exist, okay. And then the fourth stage means he will issue a certificate of registration, okay, that means that certificate is known as certificate of incorporation. We will discuss this thing, but first you note down all these points, right? In the beginning only I have told you that incorporation means registration. That means certificate of incorporation means certificate of registration of the company, right? So what will happen after entering the name of the company in the register? The registrar will issue a certificate of incorporation, okay? So after entering the name of the company in the register registrar will issue a certificate of registrar will issue a certificate of incorporation. Okay, from that date, okay, that means this certificate will ensure that from this very date onwards the company is considered as a separate legal entity. Okay, so from this date the company will date onwards company will be considered as a separate legal entity. Separate legal entity means separate legal identity, okay, other than its members. Okay, that means company is an artificial person in the eyes of law, okay, and the members of the company are different or group for the law, right? It is this particular certificate of incorporation is just like a birth certificate of the company. Okay, it is like a birth certificate of the company, right? So these are the things which you have to learn. These are the key points. I have made the whole description into 4 separate points. So certificate of incorporation means after entering the name of the company in the registrar, okay, the registrar will issue a certificate of incorporation to the promoters, okay, which specifies, okay, which declares that from this date onwards the company will be treated as a separate legal identity or entity. Okay, we will discuss, or it will be better for you all that I'll post one specimen, means just like a copy, a specimen of certificate of incorporation to you along with this particular video, okay, in image form, so that you can be having an idea regarding that how this certificate of incorporation looks like. Okay, now we have to think, after this discussion we have to think that what is the need or importance of certificate of incorporation. Okay, one thing, that a company is legally born on that particular printed date on the certificate of incorporation. One thing, okay, date will be mentioned, okay, the date will specify that this particular date when the company exists on the Indian law, okay, Indian Companies Act. 1956. Okay. Then secondly, it is considered as a separate legal entity with the perpetual succession only from that date. Perpetual succession means other than its members. Members will come, members may go, but the existence of the company will live forever. Okay. Company will be end into existence. Okay. Company will come to an end, but for ending a company there is a separate process. That process is called process of winding up of the company. WINDING, winding up of the company. Okay. So the certificate of incorporation is the conclusive evidence of the legal existence of the company. It is the only proof, okay, which proves, which specify or clarify that company is working legally or born legally. Okay. Whatever may be the deficiency in the formalities, once the certificate is issued, it is conclusive evidence that the company came to existence on the roll, on the register of the Indian Companies Act. Okay. What may be the lackness, right? So this is the importance of, we will discuss this thing also. Okay. If some questions will be there from your side, we will discuss this thing in length, right? So these are the 4 stages we have discussed, right? So fourth one is certificate of incorporation, then registration we have discussed the payment of fees. Okay. So all these 4 stages we have discussed, all these 4 steps we have discussed. Fine. Please note down. Okay. Learn them properly, and third stage we will discuss in the next session. Okay. I don't want to make a burden on your head, right? So one by one we will discuss these stages. Okay. So these are the 4 steps you have to learn properly so that you can have a clear idea regarding the incorporation of the company, right? Till then, keep learning, keep revising, be safe at your home. Thank you very much.